Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when.
Welcome everyone who decided to hop in this train of positivity. My name is Greg, also known as Create Greg, and today I would love to talk about negativity and how we can deal with it and how actually we can use perspective to jump off this train of negativity and be back on track with positivity. Before we move there, let's talk a bit of backstory, how I arrived at that conclusion. So I was lucky enough to grow up on the movie set where I spent significant part of my life, and this early age experience developed the love in me for storytelling and filmmaking. I couldn't go to film school, but I was good in math and physics, so I did the master's degree in engineering, and with the bright future, with my degree, with no worry about the money, I thought like that would be easy way forward. What if I can make movies in Hollywood? And a friend of mine told me like, Greg, you cannot speak English and you will never get visa to USA. And I said like, yeah, that's valuable point. But living in Poland, which Poland is a part of European Union, I could move to Scotland, English speaking country. When I said like, man, I can move there and start learning English and develop my skills as a filmmaker. So drop my safe job as an engineer, moved to Scotland and start following my dreams of becoming the best filmmaker I could possibly be. Started from the school, learned English, and then with a friend of mine we created an independent filmmaking studio to create short films with the hope that one day we'll make such a good short film which will give us a break into this big Hollywood industry. And everything was going great from one project to another, until this one particular day 6 years ago. I remember as of today, it was raining. I do live in Scotland, so it's raining here pretty much every single day. And I got a phone call from my GP and he said like, Greg, I have to see you today. And I thought like, how often does your GP ask you to see you immediately, unless it's very important? So I visited my GP and I was told I got diagnosed with cancer, and from then on everything went the down spiral. And I remember one of my first thoughts was that I might not have enough time to make my dreams come true, that 5 years of living or whatever amount of time they're going to give me, it's not enough. However, on the same day I decided to pick up my battle and do everything what I can to win that fight. So I went through surgery and all these medical procedures, and the day when I was told about the cancer turned out not to be the worst one for me, because a few days after surgery I got the post-surgery complication. I couldn't reach hospital. It was that moment in time when I didn't even have like $60 to fly back to Poland to see my parents, to spend time with them. I was living in a rented flat when my mattress got moldy because every single penny I was putting back into making my dreams come true. And now I'm facing possible death, waiting for the results of surgery with no hope, alone at home. And when I think about this particular day, I believe I reached the bottom of mental and physical state. A few weeks later, I got actually information that my surgery went well and my chances of survival increased enormously. So I was put in 5-year program. If nothing would change over these 5 years, they will say that my chances of living are very high. Fast forward to today, 6 years later, it looks like I'm going to live longer than I expected. But my biggest takeaway from that whole bad experience was this one particular day post-surgery. It was the worst day of my life. And I believe we all have our worst day of our life. And I decided to use that particular day as a reference point for every single struggle from now on. At the moment, I'm still following my passion to become the best filmmaker I can be. running business, struggling with the business, with all COVID, what has been happening for over a year, personal stuff. We all go through challenges, and there was a days when we are really down in the dumps and we think like that's the worst thing which is happening to us. And then I'm thinking about my worst day of my life, and I put everything in perspective. So from then on, everything which happens to me, if I can compare to the single moment in time, and it's not as bad as this one day, I'm happy. I'm literally happy, and that allows me to be grateful despite all this negativity, hardship we all face sometimes on a daily basis. If you can find this horrible moment in life and everything what happening after that, you can refer to that and be grateful that you don't have to experience the bad things in the past again. This single perspective allow me to turn my negativity into positivity and go through days which sometimes seems to be hopeless. So I would love to encourage you, all of you, think about your past, think about your bad experience, and try to find the one which made the biggest negative impact on you. And everything from happen from now on, try to compare to that day and think like, is it as bad as this one? If not, be grateful, put on a brave face and move on with smile. At least try, because perspective means everything.
Thank you for joining us for the 2021 Train of Positivity Virtual Summit. If you have enjoyed this positive message, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If sharing, please don't forget to use the hashtag Train of Positivity. Continue to have a great day, and thanks again for tuning in.